Have you started making money in your business, or do you have more than one business and you are starting to develop a bit of an empire? If that's the case, you have to watch this video. It goes about what form an empire is so that you can save tax, decrease risk, and actually build a legacy that can last up to 1,000 years and more. But let's dive into this a little bit first. So, if you have a business, most business owners do this. They own the business directly. And that means when a baddie comes along and says, I want to either for whatever reason sue you directly so that I can get access to this business, or maybe even sue the business because you are the one that takes money directly out of this business, it creates a big risk, right? You don't want a situation like that. You want to be able to say that you are protected in a certain way. And that's why this form I'm going to show you solves this problem. Another problem that this structure shows is that if you're only taking money directly out of your business and you own this business directly, you have to take quite a big salary out of the business, and pay ye tax, as we pay in South Africa, can be as high as 45%. If you do it as a sole prop, it's not much better. And even if you do a profit share, it's also not much better. So you really don't have many options for your tax planning if you just take money in and out your business this way. This is a very inefficient and risky way to hold your business. So what's better? What's better is this form. Now, don't worry about all the pictures and all the craziness here. Let's just take it from the top down. This is your family up here, protected, because all the risk is down here. So this is a risk level, if you will. So if you want to go really all out, what you do is you have a trust or a personal assets company, a personal holdings company, wherein you have stuff like your paintings, your house, other assets like vehicles, etc. And you and your family take money in and out the business from this point, not from that point. And then what you do is, as you go down this level, you take less and less risk. So here you would have a shareholding company, a property holding company, or an invest holdings company. So for example, your operating business would be owned directly by the shareholding company, which is owned directly by the trust or the personal assets holding company. And then what you can also do to split the risk is to put, for example, when you have operating company down here, you create what's called a property company, in which I put my building, any machinery I might have. All of that goes in this business, and this business would create a lease agreement between that business. So if this guy tries to attack this business, he can't really get to these assets because he didn't trade with this company over here. Another benefit of this structure is now that you have your investment company set up, you don't take risks inside this company. You create a new company that might be a more riskier adventure or some different thing you might not have done before. And again, you put the assets and machinery in one company, which you lease to the new company to protect yourself from all this risk. Finally, what you can do, depending on what kind of structure you have, you can create a thing called self-insurance, which you can use for tax planning. So what this is, it's like a type of savings fund that has to be for real insurance. So for example, if you have a dentistry, what you do is you create a self-insurance for your personal indemnity or professional advice that you might give incorrectly, and then you can get sued. So what you do is you save up money in this. Money that would have been profit on this side, you instead buy insurance on this side, which means you don't pay tax on that profit. And it means I'm starting to develop a real insurance product that can protect me on this side from any risks, because I've created my own insurance fund that I can use to mitigate all the risks I create in all of this. So this kind of stuff is interesting to you, please send me a message or come to the link in my bio and book a meeting with me, and I can show you what I can do for your business and your family using this kind of information. So I hope that's been helpful to you, and I hope to see you soon.